From the magnificent homes of Venice to the classic bridges of Dublin to the balconies of New Orleans' French Quarter, nothing paints a picture quite like iron. And the ancient craft comes to life every day in this magical Carmichael building. Welcome to Irish Iron, where engineering meets art at 6,000 degrees.
That makes our stuff very unique.
They build staircases and gates, fences and railings, all with that artistic flair you would expect from an old European craftsman.
We have a couple guys here, Ruben and my guy Hector, have been doing this for a very long time. They're both very artistic. They have artistic eye. They have what it takes to make something look really nice.
Ruben Carmona, the shop foreman, has been doing this for 40 years. For this gate, he will hammer the molten sections of grapevines, bend them, wrap and twist them on the gate. Then lets his torch connect all the pieces. And between each project, Ruben, the teacher, does his thing. The handiwork is worthy of an art gallery.
That's kind of what the motivation was to come here, is more ornamental, more artistic stuff.
Enrico Pace is one of the newest welders fabricators at Irish Iron. Before starting here, he worked on a special project for musician Carlos Santana, a 14-foot tall steel guitar. He says Santana loved it.
Oh man, absolutely amazed. It was way cool.
It's the art and the attention to detail that keeps bringing customers in.
2 steps down to a lower level.
Something like this we would mount to the wall here.
Anna Lee and Hiram Bjork of Fair Oaks have come shopping for simple handrails. Owner Bill Hill goes over options and looks over photos they bring in, getting an idea of what will be needed. Within days, he dispatches Chris Ray to the job site. He brings samples, measures the job, and draws out sketches of what the project might look like.
I have the level there with the digital slope gauge, so I know the angle of the steps.
Especially on steps, the key is safety. The client checks the Irish Iron website gallery to select styles. Chris gives them an estimate and then orders the work. Back at the shop, the crews can find all sorts of objects to work into the final product. On these shelves, you will find a virtual museum of wrought iron to pick from. Especially popular these days, grape leaves.
They like them because it reminds them what makes them happy. Drinking and having a good time. You know, grape equals wine, which equals family, friends.
Hector is finishing a giant wine rack and carefully attaches clusters of grapes. You can see how he heats up the iron, twisting and turning the pieces to get it just right. Then he welds the clusters to the frame. Wrought iron is softer than cast iron. It's highly malleable, so it can be heated and reheated and worked into various shapes, and it's strong. That strength is important for Ralph Chandler, who needs a rounded staircase for a home in Sutter County. In a delicate operation, a team unloads the 500-pound staircase, bolts it into the patio and onto the building. Ralph was going to order the stairs from a company in Houston, but his 90-year-old dad told him about Irish Iron. Unlike the other company, Irish Iron teams are doing all the installation. With sparks flying, master craftsman A.J. Bonilla uses a grinder to remove part of the old railing. The final step is to fire up portable welding gear and marry the new with the old. Ralph is thrilled with the work.
This is the first time I used Irish Iron, and I have to say I'm real impressed.
At the last minute, he realizes he wants a gate. On the spur of the moment, AJ crafts one out of the discarded piece of fence.
Building me the gate I need. Very convenient and kind of a can-do attitude.
You can see examples of Irish Iron handiwork all over the Sacramento region. And Sedgwick had the crews create a custom front gate and raves about the results.
I'm happy with the work they did.
Vince McMahon had the team install a railing at his home in Folsom and is thrilled with the outcome.
The two guys that came out to install it were great. They, we talked for a little bit and they did exactly what I wanted.
They get a lot of business from word-of-mouth reviews, and everyone asks, where did the name Irish Iron come from?
My mom, growing up, always told me, she always stuck it in my head that I'm Irish and be proud of it. Iron and Irish, they sound like they go together, so Irish Iron.
Customers love the name and results. They love owning a piece worthy of old Europe, because the crews at Irish Iron aren't just welding. They're making a piece of art that will please the eye for a lifetime.